Welcome to our channel. We are thrilled to have you among our viewers and invite you to embark on an enlightening journey into the world of Buddhist symbols, which play a key role in spiritual practice and awareness. Today, we will delve into these ancient signs that not only adorn temples, but also serve as important tools for meditation and self-discovery. Buddhist symbols are powerful aids in finding inner peace and harmony, and in this video, we will explore how they can enrich your life and support your personal and spiritual growth. Buddhism is not just a philosophy or religion, but also a system of practices based on deep symbols that play a significant role in spiritual practice. The symbols we will discuss serve as visual reminders of the most important aspects of Buddha's teachings. They help deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us, becoming a foundation in the quest for inner balance and peace. Goals and objectives of the video. In this video, we aim to achieve several key objectives. First, we want to deepen your understanding of Buddhist symbols and their meanings. These symbols have deep roots in Buddhist tradition and carry rich symbolism. We will explain their origins, the stories behind them, and why they are so crucial in the practice of Buddhists around the world. Second, we will provide practical guidance on how to use these symbols in your personal practice. You will learn how Buddhist symbols can be applied for meditation, spiritual cleansing, and self-discovery. Our goal is to offer you specific tools and knowledge that you can use to enhance your spiritual practice and everyday life. Furthermore, we will examine real-life examples of how Buddhist symbols are used by contemporary individuals. This will help you see how ancient symbols can be applied in our modern world and how they can influence our daily lives and personal growth. Brief overview of the video content. We will begin our journey by exploring the historical context of Buddhist symbols. You will learn about their origins, how they were used in different cultures, and why they have become so important in Buddhist practice. Next, we will thoroughly discuss the main Buddhist symbols, such as the Dharma wheel, the lotus, the mandala, and other significant signs. We will explore their symbolism and meaning, and discuss how these symbols can be used in your practice. We will also provide practical advice on applying symbols. You will learn how to choose a symbol that best aligns with your spiritual goals and how to integrate it into your daily practice for achieving harmony and inner balance. History of Buddhist symbols. The history of Buddhist symbols is an engaging journey that began over 2,000 years ago in India. Initially, symbols were developed to represent Buddha's teachings and to convey them to followers. These signs quickly spread beyond India and began to appear in various cultures of the East, taking on new forms and meanings. The Dharma wheel, or Dharma chakra, is one of the oldest and most significant symbols in Buddhism. It symbolizes Buddha's teachings and the path to enlightenment. The wheel represents the cyclic nature of life and the teaching about the path out of suffering. It consists of 8 spokes, which represent the Noble Eightfold Path, a key aspect of Buddhist teaching. The Dharma wheel was initially depicted on ancient stupas and temples, and its symbolism helped remind followers of the necessity of following Buddha's teachings to achieve enlightenment. The lotus is another important symbol in Buddhism. This flower represents purity and rebirth. In Buddhist practice, the lotus is often used to remind practitioners of the possibility of spiritual growth and cleansing. The lotus grows in mud, yet its flower remains clean and untainted, symbolizing the possibility of purification and transformation even in the most challenging circumstances. The mandala represents a circle, symbolizing the universe and wholeness. This symbol is used to create visual tools for meditation and concentration. Mandalas help practitioners achieve inner balance and harmony by providing a means for profound self-awareness and inner focus. Mandalas are often used to create meditative spaces, where one can concentrate on their inner state and achieve harmony. Over time, Buddhist symbols have adapted and changed depending on cultural and historical contexts. In different countries and regions, symbols have acquired unique features while preserving their essential meaning and function. For example, in Tibetan Buddhism, mandalas may be depicted in more complex and detailed forms, whereas in Japanese Zen Buddhism, the symbolism may take on more minimalist and simple forms. Detailed meanings of symbols. Each Buddhist symbol carries deep meaning and can play an important role in spiritual practice. For example, the Dharma wheel not only symbolizes Buddha's teachings, but also serves as a reminder of the need for continuous development and self-improvement on the path to enlightenment. When you see this wheel, it can inspire you to continue on the path of self-discovery and spiritual growth. The lotus, on the other hand, is a powerful symbol of transformation and inner growth. It reminds us that we are capable of overcoming difficulties and achieving purity and enlightenment despite obstacles and challenges that may arise on our path. In meditation, the use of lotus symbolism can help focus on the idea of purification and personal transformation. The mandala serves as a visual tool for meditation, helping practitioners concentrate on the idea of wholeness and harmony. Creating and using mandalas can be a powerful way to achieve deeper self-awareness and inner balance. Mandalas are often used to create a meditative space where one can focus on their inner state and achieve equilibrium. Examples from life Buddhist symbols are not just decorative elements, but find practical application in the lives of modern individuals. For instance, many successful people and spiritual teachers integrate symbolism into their practice and daily lives. Padmasambhava, known as Guru Rinpoche, was an important figure in Tibetan Buddhism, and his teachings often include the use of lotus symbolism for achieving spiritual growth and enlightenment. Modern meditation practices also incorporate symbolism to enhance their practice. For example, people might place images of the Dharma wheel or lotus in their meditation spaces to create an environment conducive to concentration and inner balance. This can help focus on spiritual goals and serve as a constant reminder of the importance of personal development and self-improvement. Additional advice on application. For those new to exploring Buddhist symbols, it is helpful to start with simple and accessible practical applications. For example, you might choose a symbol that resonates with you the most and place it in your meditation space. This could be an image of the lotus, the Dharma wheel, or a mandala, which will remind you of your spiritual goals and support you in the process of self-discovery. Additionally, you can incorporate symbols into your personal practices and rituals. For example, during meditation, you can focus on a symbol to enhance concentration and achieve deeper understanding. Integrating symbols into your daily practice can help create a constant reminder of the importance of spiritual development and self-improvement. Discussion of cultural differences. It is important to remember that Buddhist symbols can have different meanings and forms in various Buddhist traditions and cultures. For instance, Tibetan Buddhism might feature more complex and layered symbolism, while Japanese Zen Buddhism might present more minimalist and simple forms. Each tradition assigns unique meanings and forms to symbols that reflect its cultural and philosophical nuances. Thus, studying Buddhist symbols can offer an opportunity to deepen your understanding of Buddhist philosophy and practice. Stay with us to learn more about how these ancient symbols can enrich your life and support you on the path to inner peace and harmony. Origins and historical development of Buddhist symbols. Origins of Buddhist symbols. The origins of Buddhist symbols trace back to ancient India, where Buddhism emerged in the 5th century BCE as a spiritual path founded by Siddhartha Gautama, later known as the Buddha. During this formative period, direct representations of the Buddha were avoided out of respect for his teachings and to prevent the risk of idolization. Instead, symbols were used to convey the essence of his teachings. These symbols served as powerful tools to express complex spiritual concepts in a form that was both profound and accessible to followers. Early representations. In the early days of Buddhism, symbolic representation was chosen over direct depictions of the Buddha. This approach was rooted in the belief that images of the Buddha should be treated with reverence to avoid their deification. Symbols provided a way to embody intricate spiritual ideas in a comprehensible form. The Dharma Wheel, Dharma Chakra. One of the oldest and most revered symbols in Buddhism, the Dharma Wheel represents the teachings of the Buddha and the cycle of existence, birth, life, death, and rebirth. Typically depicted with 8 spokes, the wheel symbolizes the Noble Eightfold Path, a central element of Buddhist teachings. Each spoke represents a different aspect of the path. Right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This symbol serves as a visual reminder of the path to enlightenment, guiding practitioners on their spiritual journey. The lotus flower. The lotus flower symbolizes purity, enlightenment, and spiritual potential. Emerging from muddy waters, the flower represents the ability to rise above worldly challenges and achieve spiritual growth, often depicted with multiple petals, each representing different stages of enlightenment. The lotus emphasizes the journey from ignorance to wisdom, mirroring the transformation individuals undergo in their spiritual practice. The Bodhi tree. The Bodhi tree holds profound significance as the site where Siddhartha Gautama attained enlightenment. The tree symbolizes the moment of spiritual awakening and the ultimate goal of Buddhist practice. Its sacred status underscores its role as a powerful symbol of wisdom, insight, and the realization of spiritual truths. It serves as a reminder of the transformative potential inherent in dedicated spiritual practice. Historical development across countries Central and Southeast Asia. Central Asia. As Buddhism spread into Central Asia, symbols like the Dharma wheel and the lotus flower were integrated into local artistic traditions. Central Asian Buddhist art often features these symbols, blending them with regional styles and motifs. This fusion reflects the harmonious adaptation of Buddhist symbolism within the artistic heritage of Central Asia, illustrating the region's engagement with Buddhist teachings. Southeast Asia. In Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, Myanmar, and Cambodia, Buddhist symbols were incorporated into temple architecture and religious practices. Intricate carvings of the Dharma wheel and lotus flower on temple walls and structures highlight the deep influence of Buddhist symbolism on local artistic and architectural traditions. For example, in Thailand, the lotus flower frequently appears in traditional art and temple decoration, symbolizing purity and spiritual renewal. East Asia. China. In China, the Dharma wheel was adopted with additional interpretations, incorporating elements from Taoism and Confucianism. Chinese Buddhist art introduced new symbols and motifs, such as the Amitabha Buddha, associated with the Pure Land tradition. This integration of Buddhist symbols with local philosophical and spiritual traditions highlights the dynamic and evolving nature of Buddhist symbolism in China. Japan. In Japan, symbols like the Dharma wheel and lotus flower were integrated into Shinto practices, resulting in a unique blend of spiritual traditions. The Zen circle, Enso, representing enlightenment and the cosmos, became a prominent symbol in Japanese Zen Buddhism. This adaptation of symbols illustrates the seamless integration of Buddhist teachings with local spiritual practices and cultural contexts. Tibetan Buddhism. Tibetan Buddhism represents a distinctive phase in the evolution of Buddhist symbolism. Tibetan Buddhism introduced intricate and complex symbols, including the mandala and the vajra, which hold unique significance in Tibetan spiritual practices. Mandala. Tibetan mandalas are elaborate and colorful representations of the cosmos and spiritual realms. They serve as visual tools for meditation, helping practitioners gain a deeper understanding of the universe and their place within it. The intricate design of mandalas reflects the interconnectedness of all things, serving as a focal point for spiritual insight. The creation of mandalas often involves meticulous artistic work, symbolizing the harmonious order of the cosmos and the spiritual dimensions of existence. Vajra. The Vajra, a symbol of indestructibility and spiritual power, is used in Tibetan Buddhist rituals and meditation practices. It represents the union of wisdom and compassion, embodying the transformative power of these qualities. The Vajra is often depicted as a ritual object, serving as a powerful tool in ceremonies and meditation to symbolize the unbreakable nature of spiritual insight and the strength of compassionate action. South Asian influence, Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, the stupa became a central symbol in Theravada Buddhism. It represents the Buddha's enlightenment and the sacred relics associated with him. Its architectural design and symbolic significance reflect the enduring impact of Buddhist symbols in Sri Lankan religious practices. The presence of the stupa in Sri Lankan Buddhist sites underscores its role as a focal point for spiritual reflection and veneration. Nepal. The Swayambhunath Stupa, Monkey Temple, in Nepal, features ancient Buddhist symbols and serves as an important pilgrimage site. The stupa's design incorporates various symbolic elements, reflecting the integration of Buddhist iconography into local religious practices. The Swayambhunath Stupa illustrates the enduring significance of Buddhist symbols in Nepalese spiritual life and the preservation of traditional iconography. Bhutan. In Bhutanese Buddhism, symbols such as the thunderbolt, dorje, and the endless knot are prevalent in religious art and rituals. These symbols reflect the unique Tibetan-influenced practices of Bhutanese Buddhism, demonstrating the continued evolution and adaptation of Buddhist symbolism in the region. The thunderbolt, dorje, symbolizes the indestructible nature of enlightenment, while the endless knot represents the interconnectedness of all things and the continuity of spiritual wisdom. Influence of cultural and spiritual traditions. Local cultural integration. As Buddhism spread across different regions, it encountered and integrated with local cultures and spiritual traditions. In China, symbols such as the lotus flower and Dharma wheel were incorporated into traditional Chinese art and architecture. The fusion of Buddhist symbols with local aesthetics and religious practices reflects the adaptability and enduring relevance of these symbols within Chinese culture. Syncretism with indigenous beliefs. In regions where Buddhism encountered indigenous beliefs, symbols often underwent syncretic transformations, blending elements from different spiritual traditions. Southeast Asia. Buddhist symbols were sometimes merged with local animistic and Hindu beliefs, creating a unique blend of religious practices. For example, the Naga serpent symbol, which has roots in Hinduism, was integrated into Buddhist symbolism in Thailand and Cambodia. This syncretism reflects the adaptive nature of Buddhist symbolism and its ability to resonate with diverse cultural and spiritual contexts. Tibet. Local Bon beliefs influenced the development of Tibetan Buddhist symbols. The Yidam deities and protectors in Tibetan Buddhism represent a fusion of Bon practices and Buddhist teachings. This syncretism illustrates the adaptive and evolving nature of Tibetan Buddhism, as it incorporates elements from indigenous beliefs to create a distinctive spiritual tradition. Symbolism in ritual and practice. Buddhist symbols play a significant role not only as aesthetic elements, but also in ritual and practice. They are used to enhance meditation, guide spiritual practices, and convey core teachings of Buddhism. In meditation, Symbols like the mandala and Dharma wheel are used in meditation to focus the mind and facilitate spiritual insight. The mandala serves as a visual aid for practitioners, helping them connect with the cosmos and explore spiritual concepts. Meditation practices often involve the visualization of mandalas, allowing practitioners to engage with the symbolic representation of the universe and gain deeper spiritual understanding. In rituals, symbols such as the Vajra and lotus are used in various rituals to invoke spiritual power and convey the teachings of Buddhism. For instance, the Vajra is employed in ceremonies to symbolize the unbreakable nature of wisdom and compassion. Rituals often incorporate these symbols to enhance the spiritual significance of the practices and create a sacred space for spiritual transformation. Conclusion. The history and development of Buddhist symbols reveal a rich and intricate tapestry of spiritual and cultural evolution. From their origins in ancient India to their integration into diverse cultural contexts, these symbols continue to play a crucial role in Buddhist practice. They serve as powerful tools for meditation, self-discovery, and spiritual growth, embodying the core teachings of Buddhism and their relevance in the modern world. By exploring the historical development, cultural influences, and practical applications of Buddhist symbols, we gain a deeper understanding of their significance and how they can enrich our spiritual lives. As we continue to study and incorporate these symbols into our practices, we connect with a timeless tradition that has guided countless individuals on their path to enlightenment and inner peace. The ongoing evolution of Buddhist symbols reflects their enduring relevance and their capacity to inspire and guide practitioners across different cultures and eras. The Dharma wheel, lotus, mandala, and other symbols. Practical application. The Dharma wheel, Dharma chakra. The Dharma wheel, or Dharma chakra, is one of the most ancient and revered symbols in Buddhism. This powerful and iconic image embodies the teachings of the Buddha and symbolizes the endless cycle of existence, including birth, life, death, and rebirth. The wheel with its 8 spokes represents the Noble Eightfold Path, a fundamental aspect of the Buddha's teachings that guides practitioners on the path to enlightenment. Historical significance and evolution. Historically, the Dharma wheel holds profound and multi-layered symbolism, tracing back to early Buddhist texts and artistic representations. In early Buddhism, it was used as a crucial visual tool to convey the essence of the Buddha's teachings. The Dharma wheel frequently appeared on stupas, temples, and sculptures, symbolizing not only the Buddha's teachings, but also the path to spiritual perfection. Each spoke of the wheel represents one aspect of the Eightfold Path, including right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This symbolic image serves as a reminder of the importance of following the Buddha's path and engaging in spiritual practice, helping practitioners navigate their spiritual journey. Modern application. Today, the Dharma wheel maintains its central place in Buddhist practice and meditation. It is used as an inspiring and symbolic object of meditation, aiding practitioners in focusing on the path to enlightenment. In various cultures where Buddhism is practiced, the Dharma wheel is often depicted on ritual objects, temple decorations, and Buddhist art, demonstrating its enduring significance and spiritual power. In some Buddhist traditions, such as Tibetan Buddhism, the Dharma wheel is also depicted in complex mandalas and ritual objects used in meditation and ceremonies. Its depiction can range from simple illustrations to intricate carvings, highlighting its importance and universality in spiritual practice. Lotus. The lotus is an essential and multifaceted symbol in Buddhism, representing purity, spiritual rebirth, and enlightenment. This symbol is often depicted in Buddhist art with multiple elegant petals, each symbolizing different stages of enlightenment. The lotus, which grows from muddy waters, embodies the ability to rise above impurities and achieve spiritual purity. Historical significance and evolution. Historically, the lotus has been used as a powerful metaphor for describing the process of spiritual development and inner transformation. In early Buddhism, its images often accompanied depictions of the Buddha and other sacred figures, symbolizing their spiritual enlightenment and purity. The lotus was also used in architecture and art to decorate temples and stupas, emphasizing their sacred significance and spiritual purity. Modern application. In modern Buddhism, the lotus continues to play a key role in meditation and spiritual practice. Its images are frequently found in meditation spaces, ritual objects, and spiritual practices. The lotus is also used as a symbol of spiritual rebirth and purification across various Buddhist traditions. For example, in Tibetan Buddhism, the lotus is incorporated into mandalas and other ritual objects to underscore the importance of spiritual growth and transformation. Examples of practical application. Meditation. The lotus can be used as a meditation object, helping practitioners focus on purity and rebirth. Visualizing a lotus emerging from the water symbolizes personal spiritual development and inner purification. Architecture. The lotus is often used in the architecture of Buddhist temples and stupas, decorating their external and internal elements. Its presence in these structures emphasizes their sacred significance and spiritual purity, creating a harmonious and inspiring space. Art. The lotus is also featured in painting and sculpture, where its presence symbolizes enlightenment and spiritual growth. It serves as a powerful source of inspiration and spiritual strength for practitioners and viewers alike. Mandala. The mandala is a circular symbol representing the universe and cosmos, and is used in various Buddhist practices, particularly in meditation and rituals. Mandalas can be complex and detailed, depicting various aspects of spiritual and cosmic realities, making them not only artistic creations, but also tools for deep spiritual understanding. Historical significance and evolution. Mandalas have a long and intricate history in Buddhist practice and art. They are used as visual tools for meditation and understanding spiritual concepts. In Tibetan Buddhism, the creation of mandalas is often associated with ritualistic crafting, emphasizing their spiritual significance and role in practice. The process of creating mandalas involves carefully planned artistic design and ritual elements, which add special spiritual power and importance to them. Modern application. Mandalas continue to play an important role in modern Buddhist practices. They are used as tools for meditation, helping practitioners focus on spiritual concepts and achieve deeper understanding. Mandalas are also employed in rituals to create sacred spaces and facilitate spiritual insight. Examples of practical application. Meditation. Mandalas are often used as meditation objects, helping practitioners visualize spiritual concepts and connect deeply with the universe. Visualization and contemplation of the mandala can aid in focusing and understanding complex spiritual ideas, providing a visual representation of spiritual wholeness. Rituals. Mandalas are used in rituals to create sacred spaces and enhance spiritual practice. They can be employed in ceremonies to symbolize the cosmos and spiritual wholeness, helping practitioners focus on the higher aspects of their spiritual path. Art. Mandalas also find application in art, where their intricate and symmetrical forms are used to create visually captivating works. Their presence in art can serve as a reminder of spiritual practice and the pursuit of enlightenment, inspiring both artists and viewers. Other symbols and their practical application. In addition to the Dharma wheel, lotus, and mandala, there are many other symbols that play a crucial role in Buddhist practice and culture. These symbols include depictions of the Buddha, various signs of wisdom and compassion, and ritual objects. Symbols of wisdom and compassion. Vajra, Dorje, symbolizes indestructibility and spiritual power. This symbol is used in rituals and meditation to represent wisdom and compassion. The Vajra is often depicted in ritual objects, highlighting its significance in spiritual practice. Swastika. In Buddhism, this symbol represents good fortune and long life. It may be depicted on various ritual objects and artistic works, adding auspicious symbolism to spiritual practice. Symbol represents universal vibration and the presence of higher reality. It is used in meditation and spiritual practices to enhance concentration and connect with universal energy, making it an important element in practice and rituals. Ritual objects and their use. Offering bowl. Used in rituals to offer food or water to the Buddha and other spiritual beings. This object emphasizes the act of gratitude and respect, creating a ritual space for spiritual practices. Bell and mala, prayer beads, used in meditation and prayers to focus the mind and symbolize the sound of the Buddha's teachings. The bell often accompanies ritual actions, creating an auditory atmosphere conducive to meditation and inner concentration. Application of symbols in modern life. Personal space. Symbols can be used to create a harmonious and favorable atmosphere in personal spaces, such as meditation corners or office environments. For example, images of the lotus or Dharma wheel can serve as reminders of spiritual goals and values, adding spiritual depth to everyday life. Creativity. Symbols also find application in creative pursuits, inspiring artists, writers, and designers. They may be used to create works of art that reflect spiritual ideas and philosophy, infusing creativity with elements of spiritual wisdom and beauty. How to choose symbols for rituals and practices. Examples and beneficial applications. Introduction. Symbols are a fundamental aspect of human culture, serving as powerful tools for expressing and connecting with deeper meanings and spiritual concepts. Across different cultures and traditions, symbols transcend mere visual representation to embody profound truths and guide spiritual practices. Their universal functions include conveying complex ideas, creating sacred spaces, facilitating meditation, and enhancing ritual effectiveness. Universal functions of symbols. Conveying complex ideas. Symbols simplify complex spiritual concepts, making them accessible and comprehensible. For example, the yin-yang symbol from Taoism represents the interconnectedness of opposing forces in the universe. The symbol's design, with its black and white halves, encapsulates the Taoist belief that balance and harmony arise from the dynamic interplay between light and dark, male and female, and other dualities. Creating sacred spaces. Symbols help in establishing sacred spaces where spiritual practices can take place. In many traditions, specific symbols are used to consecrate areas and imbue them with spiritual significance. For instance, in Hindu temples, the Om symbol is often inscribed on the walls and altars. Om represents the primordial sound of the universe, and its presence in sacred spaces enhances the spiritual atmosphere and aids in meditative practices. Facilitating meditation. Symbols serve as focal points in meditation, guiding practitioners towards deeper states of consciousness and spiritual insight. The mandala, a geometric figure representing the cosmos, is used extensively in Tibetan Buddhism for meditation. The process of creating or visualizing a mandala helps practitioners focus their minds, engage with spiritual energies, and understand the interconnected nature of existence. Enhancing ritual effectiveness. In rituals, symbols are used to invoke specific energies, protect participants, and channel intentions. The pentacle used in Wiccan traditions represents the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. It is employed in rituals to create protective boundaries, and invoke the energies associated with each element, thereby enhancing the ritual's effectiveness and spiritual power. Choosing symbols for rituals and practices. Understanding the ritual's purpose. The choice of symbols depends on the specific goals of the ritual. Symbols must align with the intended outcomes, whether they are for healing, protection, enlightenment, or empowerment. Healing rituals. Symbols, such as the caduceus, which represents the balance of opposing forces in healing, are used in rituals aimed at physical and spiritual healing. The symbol's dual serpents, intertwined around a staff, reflect the integration of diverse energies necessary for healing. Protection rituals. Symbols like the Hamza hand are employed to guard against negative influences. Originating from Middle Eastern traditions, the Hamza hand is believed to offer protection and bring blessings to the wearer, making it a suitable choice for rituals focused on safeguarding individuals from harm. Cultural and historical context. Symbols are deeply rooted in their cultural and historical contexts, and understanding these aspects is crucial for their effective use. Cultural significance. Each symbol carries specific meanings and associations within its cultural context. For instance, the Tree of Life is a symbol of growth and interconnectedness, found in various cultures, including Norse and Celtic traditions. Its use in rituals can evoke a sense of connection to the natural world and personal growth. Historical roots. Historical knowledge of symbols helps in their appropriate application. The swastika, for instance, has ancient roots in Hinduism and Buddhism, symbolizing good fortune and auspiciousness. However, its appropriation by other ideologies in the 20th century has altered its perception. Understanding its historical context is essential to use it respectfully and appropriately. Symbolic resonance. The effectiveness of a symbol is enhanced when it resonates with the participants and aligns with the ritual's themes. Personal resonance. Symbols that hold personal significance can deepen the ritual's impact. For example, a personal totem animal in shamanic traditions serves as a guide and protector, offering insights and strength tailored to the individual's spiritual journey. Shared symbolism. Symbols with universal or widespread meanings, such as the lotus flower in Buddhism, can unify participants and reinforce the ritual's purpose. The lotus flower represents purity and enlightenment, and its use in rituals can evoke a collective aspiration for spiritual growth. Practical considerations. Practical aspects of symbols include their physical forms and integration into rituals. Physical representation. Symbols can be manifested in various forms, such as amulets, images, or artifacts. The dream catcher, for example, is a physical object used to filter out negative dreams. Its tangible nature makes it a practical tool for spiritual protection. Integration into rituals. Symbols should be seamlessly incorporated into the ritual structure. The chalice in Christian rituals symbolizes the blood of Christ and is used during the Eucharist. Its integration into the ritual highlights its significance in conveying religious beliefs and facilitating spiritual communion. Examples of beneficial applications: meditation and visualization symbols play a crucial role in meditation and visualization practices. Mandala. In Tibetan Buddhism, mandalas are intricate designs used in meditation to represent the cosmos and spiritual realms. The practice of creating or visualizing a mandala helps practitioners focus their minds and connect with spiritual energies. The mandala's detailed patterns facilitate a deeper understanding of the universe and one's place within it. Yantra. In Hinduism, yantras are geometric diagrams used in meditation and worship. The Sri Yantra, with its interlocking triangles, symbolizes divine feminine energy and serves as a focal point for invoking spiritual forces. The yantra's use in meditation aids in connecting with higher spiritual realms and achieving profound insights. Healing and protection. Symbols are central to rituals aimed at healing and protection. Pentacle. In Wiccan traditions, the pentacle is used to create protective boundaries and invoke elemental energies. Each point of the pentacle represents an element: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, and its use in rituals helps maintain balance and safeguard the practitioner's environment. Hamsa hand. The Hamsa hand is a widely recognized symbol used to protect against negative influences and bring blessings. Its use in rituals highlights its effectiveness in safeguarding individuals and enhancing spiritual well-being. Rituals and ceremonies. Symbols guide rituals and ceremonies, enhancing their spiritual significance. Chalice. In Christian rituals, the chalice symbolizes the blood of Christ and is used during the Eucharist to represent Christ's sacrifice and redemption. Its presence in the ritual underscores its role in conveying core religious teachings and facilitating spiritual communion. Mangalsutra. In Hindu weddings, the Mangalsutra, a sacred necklace, symbolizes the marital bond and is central to the ceremony. Its use highlights its significance in representing commitment and divine blessings. Personal development and empowerment symbols support personal growth and empowerment. Phoenix. The phoenix symbolizes rebirth and transformation. Its imagery of rising from ashes serves as a powerful metaphor for personal renewal and resilience. Using the phoenix symbol in personal development practices can inspire individuals to overcome challenges and embrace new beginnings. Tree of Life. Representing interconnectedness and growth. The Tree of Life is used in practices aimed at understanding one's place in the world and fostering personal development. It symbolizes wisdom and the continuity of life, serving as a guide for personal and spiritual growth. Historical and contemporary case studies. The mandala in Tibetan Buddhism. The mandala is a central symbol in Tibetan Buddhism, representing the cosmos and spiritual realms. Its intricate design is not only an artistic expression, but also a meditative tool. Creating a mandala involves meticulous artistry and spiritual dedication. The practice of destroying the mandala upon completion symbolizes the impermanence of life and the transient nature of material existence, reinforcing the practice's spiritual lessons. The pentacle in Wiccan traditions. The pentacle is a significant symbol in Wiccan and neo-pagan traditions, representing the balance of the elements and protection. Its use in rituals highlights its role in creating protective boundaries and invoking elemental energies. The pentacle's incorporation into various practices demonstrates its effectiveness in guiding and safeguarding the practitioner's spiritual journey. The yin-yang symbol in Chinese philosophy. The yin-yang symbol is central to Taoist philosophy, representing the balance and harmony of opposing forces. It illustrates the interconnectedness of light and dark, male and female, and other complementary elements. The symbol's application in practices like Tai Chi and Feng Shui underscores its influence on achieving balance and harmony in both personal and environmental contexts. The cross in Christian rituals. The cross is a powerful symbol in Christianity, representing faith, redemption, and the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. Its use in rituals such as the Eucharist and baptism highlights its significance in conveying core religious principles and guiding spiritual practices. The cross's role in these rituals reflects its enduring impact on Christian worship and spiritual life. Conclusion. Selecting symbols for rituals and practices involves a nuanced understanding of their purpose, cultural significance, and symbolic resonance. By aligning symbols with the ritual's goals and ensuring they resonate with participants, one can enhance the effectiveness and meaning of spiritual practices. Historical and contemporary examples demonstrate the diverse applications and profound impact of symbols, highlighting their role in guiding, protecting, and empowering individuals and communities. As we continue to explore and integrate symbols into our rituals, we connect with a rich tapestry of human experience and spiritual expression, finding deeper meaning and inspiration in our practices. Stories of individuals who used symbols, examples from various cultures and their significance. Introduction. Symbols are not merely abstract representations. They are deeply interwoven into the fabric of human life and history. They convey meanings, communicate values, and guide personal and collective experiences. Throughout history, individuals across different cultures have used symbols to navigate their lives, embody their beliefs, and leave lasting impacts on their societies. This exploration delves into the stories of such individuals, examines how symbols are known and understood across cultures, and offers insights into the enduring significance of symbols in life's various stages, including farewells and calls to action. Historical and contemporary stories of symbol use. Mahatma Gandhi and the spinning wheel, charkha. One of the most iconic symbols in modern history is the charkha, or spinning wheel, used by Mahatma Gandhi during the Indian independence movement. The charkha became a symbol of self-reliance and resistance against British colonial rule. Gandhi promoted the use of the charkha as a means to boycott British textiles and revive the local textile industry. For Gandhi, the charkha was not just a tool for spinning cotton, but a potent symbol of economic independence and national unity. Gandhi's use of the charkha was emblematic of his broader philosophy of nonviolent resistance, satyagraha. By embracing the charkha, Gandhi encouraged Indians to reclaim their self-sufficiency and pride in their heritage. The symbol of the charkha thus represented a revolutionary shift in the struggle for independence, showing how symbols can embody political and social movements. Nelson Mandela and the green, black, and yellow flag. Nelson Mandela's journey from prisoner to president of South Africa is closely tied to the symbolism of the South African flag. The flag, with its green, black, and yellow colors, became a powerful symbol of the country's transition from apartheid to democracy. Mandela's embrace of the flag was a deliberate choice to unite a fractured nation and foster a sense of national identity and pride. The flag's design, incorporating elements of various South African political movements, symbolized the country's diverse cultural heritage and commitment to unity. Mandela's use of the flag during his presidency underscored the importance of symbols in promoting national reconciliation and fostering a shared vision for the future. The Buddha and the Dharma wheel, Dharma chakra. The Dharma chakra, or Dharma wheel, is a key symbol in Buddhism, representing the teachings of the Buddha and the cycle of existence. Siddhartha Gautama, who became known as the Buddha, used the Dharma wheel to convey the essence of his teachings and guide his followers on the path to enlightenment. The wheel's 8 spokes represent the Noble Eightfold Path, which outlines the path to spiritual liberation. In his lifetime, the Buddha used the Dharma wheel to communicate complex spiritual concepts in a form that was both accessible and profound. The symbol of the Dharma wheel has since become a universal representation of Buddhist teachings, illustrating how symbols can distill and convey intricate philosophies and practices. Martin Luther King Jr. and the Dream. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech is one of the most iconic uses of symbolic language in modern history. In this speech, King used the metaphor of a dream to articulate his vision for racial equality and justice in America. The dream became a powerful symbol of hope and aspiration for the civil rights movement. King's ability to frame his vision in symbolic terms resonated deeply with people across the nation and the world. The symbol of the dream encapsulated the struggles and aspirations of a generation fighting for civil rights, demonstrating how symbolic language can inspire and mobilize social change. Frida Kahlo and the self-portrait. Frida Kahlo's self-portraits are rich with symbolic meaning, reflecting her personal pain, identity, and political beliefs. Kahlo's use of symbolic imagery such as the broken columns and the monkey in her self-portraits, offers insights into her emotional and physical struggles. Her art serves as a testament to the power of symbols in expressing personal experiences and societal critiques. Kahlo's symbolic self-portraits have become cultural icons, representing themes of suffering, resilience, and female identity. Her use of symbolism in art illustrates how personal symbols can resonate widely and contribute to broader cultural conversations. Symbolism. Across cultures. Symbols are known and understood differently across cultures, yet they often share common functions and meanings. Here are a few examples of how symbols are recognized and utilized in various cultural contexts. The lotus flower in Asian cultures. The lotus flower is a prominent symbol in many Asian cultures, including Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. In Hinduism, the lotus symbolizes purity and divine beauty, while in Buddhism, it represents enlightenment and spiritual awakening. The flower's ability to rise from the muddy waters signifies the potential for personal growth and transformation despite worldly challenges. In Japanese culture, the lotus is also associated with purity and is often used in art and ceremonial contexts. The flower's symbolism across different Asian cultures underscores its universal appeal as a metaphor for spiritual and personal development. The cross in Christianity. The cross is the central symbol of Christianity, representing the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and the core tenets of faith, redemption, and salvation. Its presence in Christian rituals, such as the Eucharist and baptism, highlights its significance in conveying religious beliefs and guiding spiritual practices. The cross is recognized worldwide and serves as a powerful symbol of hope and spiritual renewal for millions of Christians. The feathered serpent in Mesoamerican cultures. In Mesoamerican cultures, the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, is a prominent symbol of creation, knowledge, and fertility. The deity is represented as a serpent adorned with feathers, combining terrestrial and celestial elements. The feathered serpent symbolizes the link between the divine and earthly realms and is associated with wisdom and cultural achievements. The yin-yang symbol in Chinese culture. The yin-yang symbol is integral to Chinese philosophy, representing the dynamic balance of opposing forces. The symbol's design, with its black and white halves interspersed with dots of the opposite color, illustrates the concept of dualism and interconnectedness. The yin-yang symbol is widely recognized and used in various practices, including feng shui and tai chi, to promote balance and harmony in life. Conclusion: life's transitions, farewells, and calls to action. Life's transition symbols play a crucial role during significant life transitions, such as births, marriages, and deaths. They help individuals and communities navigate these transitions and find meaning in the changes. Weddings. In many cultures, symbols such as the wedding ring or the Mangal Sutra in Hindu traditions represent the union of two individuals and their commitment to one another. These symbols signify the beginning of a new chapter in life and are central to the ritualistic aspects of marriage. Funerals. Symbols such as the white dove in Christian traditions or the joss paper in Chinese funerals represent peace, the soul's journey, and respect for the deceased. These symbols help individuals and families cope with loss and honor the memory of the departed. Farewells. Symbols are also integral to farewells, offering comfort and closure. Memorials. Symbols like the tombstone or memorial plaque serve as enduring reminders of those who have passed away. They provide a physical space for remembrance and reflection, helping individuals honor the legacy of the deceased. Rituals. Farewell rituals, such as the Hopi Kachina dances, use symbols and ceremonial practices to guide the spirit of the departed and provide closure for the living. These rituals help communities cope with loss and celebrate the contributions of the departed. Call to action symbols are powerful tools that can shape our experiences, guide our practices, and inspire change. As individuals and communities, we can harness the power of symbols to deepen our understanding, explore the meanings and significance of symbols in our own traditions and those of others. Understanding symbols can enrich our cultural and spiritual practices. Incorporate symbols meaningfully. Use symbols thoughtfully in rituals, ceremonies, and daily life to enhance their impact and relevance. Whether in personal practices or collective actions, symbols can help us connect with deeper meanings and shared values. Promote unity and change. Leverage symbols to foster unity and advocate for positive change. Symbols can be powerful tools for mobilizing communities, raising awareness, and addressing social issues. Summary of key points. Preparation for the main section, farewell to the audience, and call to action introduction. Symbols play an essential role in human societies, transcending cultural and historical boundaries. They carry profound meanings, guide personal and collective experiences, and are instrumental in various rituals and practices. In this comprehensive overview, we will recap the key points discussed, prepare for a deeper dive into the main sections, bid farewell to our audience, and provide a call to action. Summary of key points. 1. The universality of symbols. Symbols are universal in their capacity to represent complex ideas, beliefs, and values. Across cultures, symbols serve as visual or conceptual shorthand for more extensive and intricate systems of thought. They help individuals and communities convey messages that might otherwise be difficult to express. Whether it's the Dharma wheel in Buddhism, representing the teachings of the Buddha and the cycle of existence, or the feathered serpent in Mesoamerican cultures, symbolizing creation and knowledge, symbols are integral to understanding and communicating human experiences. The role of symbols in rituals and practices. Symbols are central to rituals and spiritual practices. They provide a means to express and connect with deeper meanings. For example, the charkha used by Mahatma Gandhi became a symbol of self-reliance and resistance against colonial rule, embodying his philosophy of nonviolent resistance. Similarly, symbols such as the mandala in Tibetan Buddhism are used to focus the mind and facilitate meditation, representing the cosmos and spiritual realms. These symbols enhance the efficacy of rituals and practices by providing a tangible form through which abstract concepts can be explored and experienced. The impact of symbols in modern contexts. In contemporary society, symbols continue to play a significant role in various domains, including social movements, art, and personal expression. The green, black, and yellow flag in South Africa, associated with Nelson Mandela, symbolizes national unity and the end of apartheid. In modern social movements, symbols like the pink ribbon for breast cancer awareness mobilize public support and awareness. These examples illustrate how symbols can influence public perception, inspire action, and foster a sense of collective identity and purpose. Case studies, historical and contemporary examples. Historical and contemporary case studies provide insight into the diverse applications and significance of symbols. The yin-yang symbol in Chinese culture represents the balance of opposing forces, while the lotus flower in Asian cultures symbolizes purity and enlightenment. These symbols not only reflect cultural values, but also guide practices and beliefs. Additionally, stories of individuals like Martin Luther King Jr., whose dream became a powerful symbol of the civil rights movement, and Frida Kahlo, whose self-portraits use symbolic imagery to express personal and political themes, highlight the transformative power of symbols in shaping cultural narratives and personal identities. Preparation for the main section. As we move forward into the main section of our discussion, it is crucial to focus on the following areas. In-depth exploration of symbolism. We will delve deeper into how symbols are used across different cultures, examining their historical origins, cultural adaptations, and contemporary applications. This exploration will include a detailed look at specific symbols, their meanings, and their roles in various rituals and practices. Analyzing the impact of symbols. Understanding how symbols influence individual and collective behavior is essential. We will analyze how symbols can affect social movements, personal beliefs, and community practices. This analysis will help us appreciate the power of symbols in shaping and reflecting cultural and social dynamics. Future trends and innovations. We will explore emerging trends in the use of symbols, including their role in digital media and globalized cultures. This section will highlight how symbols are evolving and adapting to new contexts, and how they continue to impact modern society. Farewell to the audience. As we conclude this overview, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each of you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of symbols. Your engagement and interest in understanding the profound meanings and applications of symbols are truly appreciated. Whether you're a student of history, a practitioner of spirituality, or simply curious about the role of symbols in our lives, your participation enriches our discussion and deepens our collective understanding. Call to action. Your feedback and involvement are vital for the continued exploration and discussion of these topics. Here's how you can contribute and stay connected. Subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest content and future explorations of symbols and their significance. Your subscription helps us continue producing insightful and engaging content. Like and comment. If you enjoyed this video or found the information valuable, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Share your thoughts, ask questions, or suggest topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. Your feedback is invaluable and helps guide our content creation. Share and recommend. If you know someone who might be interested in learning about symbols and their impact, share this video with them. Recommendations from viewers like you help us reach a broader audience and foster a greater appreciation for the role of symbols in our lives. Suggest future topics. We're always looking for new ideas and themes to explore. If you have suggestions for future videos or topics related to symbols and their applications, please let us know. We value your input and strive to provide content that resonates with our audience. Conclusion. In summary, symbols are more than mere representations. They are powerful tools that shape and reflect our experiences, beliefs, and cultural narratives. By understanding and engaging with symbols, we can gain deeper insights into our own lives and the world around us. As we continue to explore this rich and dynamic field, we invite you to join us in this ongoing journey of discovery and learning. Thank you once again for your support and participation. We look forward to your continued engagement and to exploring the fascinating world of symbols together. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep exploring the symbols that shape our lives.